Had a conversation yesterday with an older guy who's traveling by himself, and it just happens he's like a fellow chef and heavy drinker. Like, he didn't describe it as like alcoholism, but I think we both kind of were on the same page with it, talking about sort of drinking a bottle of whiskey after work and all this kind of stuff. But that it was a really good conversation to have, because since coming to the islands, I've been in my own head quite a lot about maybe not fitting in, like maybe not feeling like these are my type of people, and then getting worked up, like, am I the problem? Like, should I just be more relaxed? Like, should I be more chilled out? Like, what he pointed out is, like, I'm having a completely different experience to most people out here, like, just by the fact that I'm traveling by myself. It might look like they might be having more fun, like, it might not be appearance, but like, they might be like genuinely having a great time, whatever it is. But it's just like, I need to kind of enjoy my experience for what it is and not compare it to what everyone else is doing, really. And like, I do have pretty great moments throughout the day, but it's like, I was getting worked up if I go back to my room and I'm sitting listening to like Foley or Eric Clapton or Billy Joel or something in it. I'm like, you're on your holidays, you should be like having good fun, you should be enjoying yourself, like, it's just part of it, like, you know. And it kind of got me thinking, just if that's in our nature as alcoholics, like, are we like that because of the alcoholism, or did we choose alcohol because of how we struggled to interact with the world, or the way we seen the world? It's like try to find that meaning or companionship in alcohol, and in the sort of dreams and fantasies you get lost in with drinking. Because I see a lot of stuff. Everyone talks about it at meetings as well, how they always felt different before they drank and stuff. And it gets, I don't know, at the beginning of my drinking, so like, where I went to school, everyone started drinking about sort of 15, 16. And then most people leave that town to go to uni at like 18-year-old. And I think I kind of felt at that point like the reins have been let off me or something like that, and without me really knowing it. I think I kind of lost a bit of control to alcohol at that point. And it sort of coincided with this attitude that I had, where I didn't see any path in front of me that I wanted to be on with regards to uni, like the course I was doing, or these jobs that other people were getting. And it's like, you and your friends will sort of convince yourself you're going to be rock stars or writers or businessmen and all this, and like, you're going to carve your own path in the world. Like, nothing in the world seems to fit like your mold. And like going to all these AA meetings where they speak about being different and alcohol having all this sort of control does make me think of the, maybe that's what it was, is just losing control to alcohol and alcohol took over and all this. But there's also like part of me after that conversation is thinking like, who am I? Like maybe like deep down, maybe I do like going against the grain a little bit and carving my own path and exploring and stuff like that. The problem is when you get into the habit of drinking all the time, you spend all this time fantasizing about stuff but never doing it, never doing anything, and everyone just overtakes you in life and you're sitting still dreaming, saying, oh well, that's rubbish, I'm never going to do that. But like, at least they're out doing something, you know. Like, oh, you don't want to work for a big company, like, oh, they're just heartless, they just all this kind of stuff. There's no meaning, there's no purpose in that. It's just a big company. They're just like, that's how I was thinking. It's like, there's no meaning, there's no like, you know. Meanwhile, I'm working for a shitty company, doing the exact same thing, getting half the money. Like, for example, or like, oh, I'm never going to study that. Like, what's the point in that? Everybody does that. Like, what you contributing to the world by doing something everybody else is doing? Meanwhile, I'm fucking doing washing dishes, which anyone else can do, but getting none of the money for it, getting no holidays, all this kind of stuff, like all these. But anyway, that's where the point I was trying to get to is I'm like 8 months sober now, something like that, and it's almost at this point of trying to sort of discover who I am, kind of thing. And it kind of feels like you've just woken up from this kind of daze, and you can't really hide behind the delusions anymore. It's like if you tell yourself you want to do something with your life, or you want to try something new, whatever it is, it's like you feel more accountable to it. And I think it's why I came on this trip, is not really knowing what I wanted to do, but knowing I had to kind of do something. And I think part of the process as well is like getting out your comfort zone, and things aren't going to go as you dream them up in your head. Like, everything's always going to be slightly different, or slightly more challenging, or things that might take a different course, or whatever it is. But it's like a process of change and like learning to what I was thinking is like, it's almost like learning to trust yourself again. It's like trusting your decision making, like trusting your restraint in situations, trusting that you're not getting in with bad groups, or you're not going to end up in you're not going to get in trouble, you're not going to cause trouble. You know, things like that. Like, I feel like that is probably one of the biggest takeaways from this trip so far is kind of reminder that it's like it's an experience just being out here, just doing something different every day, being in a different place every day, meeting new people, like different people every day, and learning to adapt to new things every day. And that is all kind of part of the process of me learning to trust myself again, because for so many years it's like, I think I spoke about this before, it's like in a job interview, I'm doing the job interview, but I know within a week I'm going to be turning up hungover, probably turning up late, I might not come in for a shift one day, you know, I'm all happy and jolly in the job interview, but after a week I'm going to be like, moaning and groaning, like, or with a relationship, I might meet a nice girl in the bar, or I think, oh, I really want to talk to her, and I've got a few drinks in me, but in the back of my head I'm like, I'm going to be fucking texting her drunk 2 or 3 days from now. Even if it does go somewhere good, I'm going to ruin it in a couple of weeks. You know, all this kind of stuff, like people doing you favours and just knowing that you're going to squander it, like people maybe giving you money and you know you're going to waste it in 2 or 3 days. Just things like that. Or like people letting you stay at their house and you know you're going to be turning up drunk, making a mess, like just wee things like that. That just accumulates to the point where you don't trust yourself anymore. And it probably took a little while for me to trust myself to be able to come to a foreign country and not do anything stupid, not relapse, just not start drinking really and not do anything stupid. I mean, not get myself in danger, all that kind of stuff. I think that was the biggest takeaway from my conversation is the sort of just trusting the process. Like, it's alright for me to be out running, like everybody's having a good time on the beach or something, and it might seem, you know, I'm going out for dinner by myself and I see all these couples, it might seem like I'm worse off, but it is just part of the process. Like, I have my fun throughout the days, like I have my moments of inspiration, like moments of joy, and it's not comparing like every moment to that of other people, you know what I mean? It's just it's like a bit of a constant up and down, and I suppose that's what got me wondering, like, about whether certain people, mostly alcoholics, think like that and feel like that, whether it is more, life does seem like more of a roller coaster, like maybe we are more like idealists about life and it hits us harder when things don't go the way we think they should. Or it got me thinking back to that. But yeah, there was some reassurance in the conversation, which honestly, I'm walking about listening to Blaze Foley now on my headphones and I can enjoy it.
Almost felt you touching me just now. Wish I knew which way to turn and go. Feel so good, then I feel so bad. Wonder what I ought could only fly, if I could only fly, I'd bid this place goodbye, come and be with you. But I can hardly stand, I got nowhere to run. Another sinking sun, another